So tonight on Dead on TV, we're going to teach you how to save money and get your dog to find the arrows. If you follow this 3-stage training process, your dog could be retrieving all of your lost arrows in as little as 3 weeks. First thing is you just keep shooting your target. Take your dog with you, and I call it the stick, you can call it whatever you like. So then we just go down to the target, we bring the dog to the target where the arrows are, and we just teach him what we want him to find. So here's the stick, bro, here's the stick. Oh, he's a good boy, where's the stick? Yeah, and you let him sort of play with it, and he can sit down, and you want him to learn to sit down beside the arrows every time you come to collect them. The idea behind this is you just keep repeating this. This is the longest stage of the whole process, as you just keep repeating it every time you practice, ideally 3 times a week. I reckon is a good amount. And so he will get the idea, and then eventually when you fire your shots, you can actually say to him, where's the stick? And he should start coming to the target, sniff the arrows and sit down. So once you've got your dog regularly going down to the target and sniffing the arrows and sitting by them, he knows what he's looking for and what he's meant to do, then you've got to start separating the target from the whole equation. So the first way I do that is just simply take the arrows, or the sticks as we like to tell the dog, and you throw them straight up. Where's the stick? I think it's important not to congratulate your dog until you've retrieved the stick, and then make it fun and exciting for them. Good boy, good stick, yeah, good boy, good boy. And so we'll just do that again and repeat that process one more time. Britt. Where's the stick? You gotta watch so they don't start chewing your sticks. Hey. Stay. Good stick, good boy, wake up, good boy. So now you want to make sure when you're doing this that you keep it fun for the dog, but don't do it too often, because your dog will get bored, and if your dog gets bored, it's counterproductive to it. So always try and finish on a good achievement like that. The reason why I like to throw the arrows high in the air is because you want them to stick in the ground, and to begin with, the dog's getting the visual return. So he's going straight to what he can see visually, and then we're going to start complicating it by starting to get him to find it through sense. So the next stage is just doing different processes of that. So we've gone for taking the dog directly to the target, getting him the idea it's the sticks that we're after, always bringing the fletching to his nose, so good stick, and get him to scent it. And then we've gone straight up in the air, so we're starting to separate the sticks from the target. And then finally what we want to do is start setting them up for buried arrows. So the first thing I like to do is don't shoot your arrows in, just basically place them so you can find them again. And you want to set the dog up to pass every time. We don't want to set them up to fail. So I just simply start with a reasonably covered in, but you still want it so he's still got the potential to find it visually. And as we go on, we'll advance that to a point that he can't find it, or can't see it. So you see he's just working the ground. It's important to let them work the ground to determine themselves. Eventually he should cut the track. Sit, 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 sit. Oh, good boy, good stick, good boy, good stick, yeah, good boy, good find, good find. There you go, good boy. And so that's what we do, we just progress this, you hand dig them, and I always carry an arrow on my hand on the off chance that if the dog looks like it's not going to find it and you've seen the dog cross over it several times, just drop one when the dog's not looking and then redirect the dog to that. You always want the dog to pass every time. So if you have to, sometimes just drop one on the ground. And then I'll just throw one where he can find it, assuming that he couldn't find the one I put down. That's the seat where one was before. Brett, good boy. Oh, it's a good boy. Sit down. Sit, sit, sit. Good boy. And so that's what you do to set him up to pass every time. So just if you think your dog's not going to cut it while you're training him, just always drop an arrow when he doesn't look, and then put him back on the arrow, and then you've set your boy up for a good day. Good boy. Away you go. So always train to keep your dog at your side when you're shooting. And it's just a great way to have some fun with your dog while doing your archery and getting the dog sort of tuned into what's expected of them when you're bow hunting. And this is a very simple progression from here to once your dog nails this, it will be a natural thing just to go and find the arrows in the bush. And I'm going to deliberately miss the last one. Send Britt, see if he can find it without my guidance. Britt, where's the stick? Sit, sit. Back. Good boy, good stick, good stick. Oh, good boy, where you go, where you go. So, I'm still trying to train Brett not to pull him out of the ground like that, but so far no foul has come of any of these seeker stopper arrows. So that's it really in a nutshell, and just always remember the key thing about it is repetition, help the dog. The biggest hurdle I had with Britain was getting him to go from that transition from not going straight to the target and the arrows in the target, and the best way to do that is start doing some air throws and some hand berries of your arrows. So just keep repeating it, and it's a real natural thing for when you get a pass through on an animal in the bush, that your dog will find your arrow in the bush for you as well. Alright, thanks for watching Dead on TV, and we hope you enjoyed our little training session.